everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today we're just going to do a little get ready with me, and I just want to talk for a few minutes about nothing in particular. Well, yeah, it's about this, my MENTAL health, and you have to say that or your videos get like demonetized, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because my videos don't make that much anyway. It's not about that. It's about then it kind of just, it's less easy to find. So, you know. And I never know what I'm going to say in videos sometimes, and something I say may be helpful to somebody one day. Maybe not, probably not, but so I've been having some really bad days in here, and for no reason I can really think of. Like I feel fine. I've been, I'm still losing weight. I've just been feeling just this restlessness and anxiousness I've been feeling. It's so, it feels like it's on the cusp, like there's an anxiety attack coming, or it's creeping up on me, but it never actually hits. So I'm just kind of been on this constant, like this uneasiness that it's going to come, and I'm just waiting and waiting for it. And sometimes that's worse than the attack itself, you know? And it's just too much. It's too much. I can't function like this. And I thought changing the time I took my medication would help, and it did help a little bit. It did go away, but now this feeling is back again. And it's almost time to take one of my medications, so it should be kind of tapering off a little bit, but I'm so dependent on that medicine, and it doesn't make it 100% better, which I'm not complaining about that. I'm just stating that as a fact that the meds I'm on doesn't make my anxiety, my depression, my bipolar, all this stuff, it doesn't make it better. It just makes it more manageable. And but it's always there. It's always an underlying there, and I don't want to live like this. And it's so hard to explain to someone who doesn't understand, who's never had problems with this, you know. It's just, and now I know, after talking to my therapists and stuff, I know now that my mother was suffering from serious bipolar issues and never sought help. Because I remember one time she wanted me to go to the doctor with her and wanted me to come back with her, you know, to help her, because she said her memory was getting bad and everything, which I totally understand. My memory's so I said, yeah, sure, whatever you need. So I went back there with the doctor, and she's telling the doctor that, you know, what's going on with her, and he's like, and he's like, well, what about, how are you feeling mentally? Are you depressed at all? And she goes, oh no, I'm the happiest person you'll ever meet. And I just was kind of sitting to the side but behind her, and I just looked at her like, and I looked at the doctor and I went, and he did some blood work and stuff and said he'd give her a call back. This was back in the day when you had blood work done in the doctor's office. And you didn't have to go through a whole rigmarole with insurance and everything. But I don't know, maybe you can, well, in my doctor's office I go to now, they have a lab, though. So maybe I'm just talking like a crazy person. But anyway, he did blood work and everything, and then on our way out, the doctor kind of pulled me aside. He said, oh, I just want to ask you a question. I'm like, oh, okay. And he told her to go ahead and wait for me. And he goes, so I know I can't discuss with you, you know, her care, like, completely, but I was just hoping you can explain a little bit your reaction to that question when she said she was the happiest person. And I said, she is probably one of the most unhappy, miserable people I've ever met in my life. Now, I have my problems with my mother, definitely, for sure. I think we all did, but I still loved her. I still wanted her to get help. And I think that had she gotten the help, had she been honest with doctors, you know, but I said, but you can't tell her I said that because then she'll, you know, lose her shit on me. And he goes, oh, no, no, no. I'll figure out a way to address it. But she never went back to that doctor. And back then, this was about maybe 1994, 95. And I think it was a very long time ago. But when I got in the car with her, I told her, Mom, and she goes, what did he want? I said, oh, he said I looked familiar. He just wanted to ask me a question. He just made something up. And I said, Mom, don't get mad at me, but you really need to be honest with doctors when they ask you questions about your mental well-being. And she's like, what? I was honest. You told him you're the happiest person he's ever gonna meet. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, Mom, you're not happy. And then she got mad at me anyway. So it was that kind of situation. You just couldn't talk to her, you know. I think nowadays, let's try this. I haven't tried this yet. Oh, this is a gloss. This is a gloss. Ew. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta wear a gloss. I'd rather wear these, but I'm just gonna put it right over that. That's good enough. That's all I'm doing today. But anyway, I think nowadays, if time was different and she was that age now and I was the age I was then now, we could address those issues better because of how far mental health has come, even though it has a lot further to go. But I don't know. But that explains a lot of what I have going on with me. And, you know, I'm also, you know, I also have autistic spectrum disorder, but I don't like it being called a disorder because that is, I don't know. I don't know if it's right to say, but it, you know, and I've never shared that with y'all before, but I feel like that's something that, and the reason I've never shared it before is because I never thought of it as a disability. I think it's a different ability, you know, like the depression and everything I have may be a symptom of that, but it's also a symptom of bipolar, and that may be a symptom of the autism, but it's, it's really hard to explain. It's really hard to put into words. I've been doing some evaluations and some testing, but I don't understand what their goal really is. I mean, I asked them, you know, what is this goal for? They were like, we just want to see if there's any other diagnoses because it may be something that we may need to adjust your medication for, which I totally understand that, adjusting my medication, but just these feelings are so invasive. They're so, they intrude, you know, like I'll be laying in bed at night feeling fine. It's bedtime. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. Then all of a sudden, I'm like laying there on my pillow, and then all of a sudden, like, oh my God, what if Marshall's cancer comes back? It's been over 20 years since he's had cancer, but that literally will happen. I'll just be like, what if Marshall's cancer comes back? What if something happens to Eric? What if something happens to me and Eric at the same time. And Marshall is not ready to navigate the world on his own. You know, just all these things, all these invasive thoughts come to me, and I don't know how to deal with it sometimes. And then I get anxious and upset over something that's not even a thing. Like, I was upset about an email I got, which is something that is 100% fixable, and I'm worried about it for no reason. But then again, I sit there and I criticize people who are complaining about something that's 100. Like, when I was in this particular program, it's called intensive outpatient. I was, and I can't give too much information away, so I won't, but because I don't want to give anyone's business out. But I found that the other people involved, except for one other person, were there and were feeling the feelings they were having, because from things that are 100% fixable, like easily fixable, like in 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, and I criticize people for that, but then I get upset about things that are 100% easily fixable too. So I guess that being upset over something that's such a small thing is probably just a symptom of something bigger, and I need to learn to be more tolerant of that, you know. But when they're expressing that as the only issue they're concerned about, it's hard not to blame them. But I hope I'm making sense to you. But I just can't deal with this anxiety anymore. It's too much, and it's just there. It's like right here, and it wants to come up. Because when I feel anxiety, I feel it in my chest, and then I feel it rise up, and it makes just not the anxiety attacks, but feeling that anxiety in me coming on, but not necessarily as an attack just yet, causes me to be very irritable, very annoyed, very on guard, very grumpy. And then those things, those reactions, make everything worse. So it's just like, it's like falling in a hole and not being able to climb your way out of it. So it's so stressful. It's just, and sometimes I hate it so much that there's got to be something I can do about it, and then the only solution is something that I can't do. I can't end it, you know what I mean? Although I have often, especially in the last 12 months, I've felt like I should. I'm going to be honest with you, I have felt like I should end things, because I don't want to live the rest of my life feeling like this. And with this current episode, I guess it's a mania I'm having right now, but with this current episode, I haven't gotten to that point to where I don't want to be here anymore, if you know what I'm saying. But I know it's coming, and that adds to the anxiety as well. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say for right now, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.